My experience with my first pregnancy and my first delivery was like many of our patients. I did not go into labor. I had a very uncomplicated pregnancy, thankfully, but I did not go to labor. I did not feel one single contraction until beyond 40 weeks when I was finally scheduled for an induction. I went into the hospital, everything happens pretty slowly. I think really being patient with that process is so important. So my experience was that I went in, I had cervical ripening where they gave me medications to try to soften the cervix and dilate the cervix very minimally initially. And then once my cervix was a little bit dilated and more soft, the Pitocin was started, and that was quite painful for me. I did have an epidural that unfortunately did not work the first time, so then I had to have my epidural replaced, and then it actually was replaced a third time. But over the course of many, many hours, I think it lasted about 40 hours, maybe more. My cervix did dilate, over very slowly, and then finally, I woke up kind of in the middle of the night, feeling my contractions again, and I was 9 centimeters dilated, and the baby's heart rate was not reassuring. My baby was having some decelerations on the fetal heart rate tracing, and my team came in and we decided to proceed at that point, after all that work, to have a C-section, because really the most important thing was the health of my baby, and it wasn't going to be advisable to continue to stress the baby. So we went to the operating room, and I had great anesthesia for that, so that I was thankful for that. And I delivered a baby boy, which I found out in the delivery room because it was a surprise what we were having. And he did have meconium, so he actually had to be intubated in the delivery room so that they could clear out his air passages. So he did not cry initially. And we saw him being intubated and suctioned out, and then he cried very strongly, and they finished my surgery and everything was fine. I stayed in the hospital about 2 more days after that, and then I went home.